It was white people taco night tonight.
Love that.
Hell
so just
yeah.
taco night. So taco night.
Did you guys hear that?
No.
Thank God, because that's going to be happening all night. Oh, and that is a stinker.
Yeah, I
P-E-U.
been in that apartment. I know exactly what that smell is, and I'm so glad that I'm not experiencing that right now.
It's,
That's fucked.
listen, it happens. For the best of us. I have a little upset tummy, okay?
Margot!
I'm a tired man. Tired. I'm defeated. Ugh.
All right. Poor Bobby Beans and his sore tum-tum.
It hurts.
Bob has had a sore tummy since we met.
I've been doing a good job of keeping it under control. Like, I put you onto fucking fiber.
Yeah.
Like,
Still got
it's
hemorrhoids, though.
yeah.
I've had hemorrhoids for like fucking 8 years.
To be fair, I got like my new primary care physician went knuckle deep on Monday when I went to go see him. He was like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to check for this. It's basically like a prostate exam." And when he was basically like halfway down, I was like, "I have to go back to work after this."
I have shit to do today.
Like there's a doctor from China that is waiting on me to finish teaching her this afternoon. Are you gonna be like coming with me? Are you gonna take that finger out at any point?
My God. My God.
Ugh.
1 sec.
He was like, "Yeah, I mean," he was like, "We're already here. You want to just do the rest?" And I was like, "Dude, I gotta go back to work. How about next time?"
Do the
And
rest? What else
I'll
is
bring,
there?
like-
The other fucking four fingers?
I'll bring like champagne or something next
Yeah.
time.
Put a $100 bill on the dresser for me.
No, he only checked like right up in there, like right at the beginning. And he was like, I should just do a full prostate exam at this point." And I was like, "Bro, I have to go back to work." Like,
Yeah.
like, you seem like a nice guy and you're kind of handsome, but I gotta go back to work.
Listen, you're the type of guy I'd consider, but all right. That has been posted. Let me post in the Discord here. Yep, guess my game is fucking first order of business after we get into it. So don't you forget guess my game tonight.
Coleman still has to send me another one. He said, I told him, I said, "Coleman, you need to give me 2 because I owe you 2," but he only gave me 1 so far.
All right. Let me just well, this margarita is smacking. Isn't this ironic? I didn't leave a voicemail this week because I'm sick.
I'm sorry I got you sick,
Coleman, you
Cole.
can take the next month off from leaving voicemails because it's okay. We get it. But just give Bob another
blame
game,
me.
though.
Blame me. Message me on Discord. Tell me a second game, and we'll do it next week because we're doing your first game this week.
All right.
Dude, it's crazy too, because like I just started feeling better like Sunday, and then my stomach started bothering me to God knows what end on Tuesday, and it's the worst it's been right now.
I feel you. All right.
It is awful.
And we are recording. On this episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast, we are going to be talking about a whole lot of stuff, but most importantly, we have the return of Zoltan Bob's Guess My Game. It is episode 371. Coleman has been asking for it for a month. We have had voicemails out the ass of Coleman asking for Guess My Game. Bob's been on the injured reserve list for the last 8 weeks, but it's okay. He's back. The gut health is still questionable, but he's powering through it. And we're here right now. Episode 371 of Not Another Gaming Podcast starts right now. Yo, welcome back to Not Another Gaming Podcast. It is your boy, Papa Dom. We're back live, direct, and handsome. And, I got a belly full of tacos, and I'm halfway through this margarita, and I'm feeling nice. And we're back. It's episode 371 of the most electrifying, most dangerous, most critically acclaimed video game podcast in the history of the spoken word. And I could not be possibly doing this without my two co-hosts. Of course, first, a man who has seen a lot of things. He's done a lot of things. He's achieved a great many things. But I can tell you one thing he's never done, and that is ever, and I mean ever, engaged with, seen, read, nor heard of a single iota, a single piece of matter of anything anime related. The former top 100 in the world in Gears of War 2 wingman and fellow WGG founding father, Dr. Bob. How are you feeling?
Number 62. Number 62, never fucking forget it. Maybe that's the next tattoo I get.
Number 62?
Number 62, right across my throat. Just get a nice throat tattoo. 62 across my
You and Mark
throat.
the Shark should get matching ones, though. You have to get matching ones.
68. He was 68. I was 62.
You gotta get them.
Yeah. Just right
You
across
should get them
the
on your
fucking-
index fingers. You just get a 6 and a 2 or something, or a 6 and an 8. Or you do a 2, a 2 right here, and he gets an 8 on the same finger, and you both have half a 6. So you put them together.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. I think that's a brilliant idea, and I think that's something we will absolutely discuss.
100%.
Or I'll get it idea. Instead of getting teardrops, I get a 6 and a 2.
Or you get 6 teardrops on one side and 2 on the other.
Oh, but then that could get misconstrued that I've killed 8 people.
That's true. Yeah, we don't want that. But
And I've killed way more than that in Gears of War 2.
That's true. And of course
I'm back, though.
we are going to need you to when you address our next co-host, make sure that you rise and remove your cap when you talk to him, because he's active duty U.S. military and is broadcasting to you from a classified location. Uncle Sam's favorite video game podcaster, the once and former Hardstuck Bronze King, now known only to those brave enough to queue against him as the Silver Surfer. Tiggy, how are you, sir?
How's it going? Incredible intro here, and I'm here with my digital trophy here. One is coming in the mail. Don't you worry about it. It'll have the rank, it'll have the year, and it'll be back there just making a little palace of trophies over there, so I'm excited for that. It's as someone who has been so low and to come so far, one likes to reflect in these times, and I just think about all the terrible and horrible people that ADCs truly are down to the core, and I couldn't have done this without all their terrible dives and missed autos and missed queues. So
yeah,
Who do you think is worse?
Thanks to all of them.
Who do you think is worse? Bronze ADCs or bronze junglers?
Bronze junglers. Yeah, because
Yeah.
unfortunately, the ADCs, I can kind of control the ADCs. Like, their brains are so peanut sized, I can just direct them. And I'm pinging at objectives, and instead of the jungler coming just to use the smite, he's diving the mid tower when there's 2 people under it. So, I would say that. But excited to be back. Season 14, brand new, whole new map, whole new game,
Whole new world.
Came out with one of the most electrifying season cinematics I've seen. Have already topped the charts in terms of Riot viewership in 24 hours. And I just played a game before we stepped on tonight's S- position play. Terrible loss because our top laner fed the kill and it was game over. But
I think it was the last episode. I can't remember who said it, but it was losses don't matter when you're S plus or S minus.
Yeah. Shout out Sam from the chat. Yeah, he did say that. He's the losses don't count.
So I'm just saying losses
good.
don't count if you're S plus. I mean, not everybody can high me hard carry. So I mean,
but it's the season of mages. Season of mages, whole new reworked items, and it's going to be a bloodbath in the bot lane. I'm excited.
Absolutely, and I'm excited to see where you go from here. I mean, I need you to send me the I know you have the screenshot of it because I know it's your like phone wallpaper. I need you to send that to me so I can make it my phone wallpaper. Look at that, see? I need that to commemorate. Oh, you muted.
I'm gonna make a poster. Yeah, I don't know how I was muted. I'm gonna make a poster. We'll sell it on the website or something like that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it there's. I think I don't know if you included it in your blog that you posted about your own promotion. I respect and love that you posted a blog at like 2 a.m. Of you getting promoted. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, it's right there. You have it. It's on the blog.
Yeah.
And oh, good. I clicked on your blog and I got an advertisement for purses. I can't wait to.
Yeah.
Wow, silver 4 1 LP, dude. That I mean, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. But I mean, think about how many people are not silver. You ever think about that?
Yeah. I'll tell you, however many people play League of Legends and play solo duo, everyone except for the top million are not silver. So, suck it.
Let's see. League of Legends active players.
See. Bob's top
180 million active players as of 20. You are better than 179 million other people. You ever think about that?
Well, is that only NA?
I just Googled League of Legends active players, and it said League of Legends has a player count of 180 million active players as of 2022. Period.
Yeah, let's pretend that's accurate, and I'm top million of 180 million.
100.
So let's go with that.
You are better than 179 million people at League of Legends. That's fucking wild.
I'm spitting in their face.
Can we check the active player base for Gears of War 2?
Let's see. Gears 2 active players. 10.
Hell yeah. I listen.
No, I don't know. I got nothing.
I'd be at least number 2.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, but we're here right now. We're just gonna get into a little weekend recap.
Son, where'd you find this?
It's the new year. We already did it. We already did our New Year's episode, and we're past the statute of limitations now. We talked about we talked with Dandro about that last week. Shout out to Dandro, big time commentary guy. Just an all around great guy. A fellow New Englander, just a fellow guy, guys being dudes. Last episode, and Dandro's great. I can't wait to get him back on the podcast. And Skydros, yeah, you called it out. I was gonna say. Whatever happened in my weekend does not matter because Bill Belichick has stepped down from the New England Patriots today, which is why I'm wearing this hoodie. As you can see, we have the cutoff original. This is the original Reebok Bill Belichick special. I think I've definitely worn it on the podcast before because we've won a Super Bowl while we've been doing the show. That's how you know how long we've been doing it. So you got the original, the OG Reebok with the sleeves cut. Don't fucking get it twisted. There's no middle of the mall shit. I didn't get this off Temu. I didn't get this off Wish. This was purchased in like 2004, and it's still here. My mom got it for me. My mom actually texted me today and was like, "Do you still have that hoodie?" And I was like, "I still got my lunch money from the 4th grade, first of all, and second of all," and I sent her a picture. I was like, "I'm wearing it right now." And she was just like, "I'm crying about Bill Belichick. I'm in tears right now." That's Bill Belichick made my mom cry. So for that, I can never forgive him, but I can only thank him for the joy that he's brought my life and for the pain that he's brought to Tiggy's life. So I don't know what the Pats' all-time record against the Steelers is in the Belichick era. I can only assume it's like it's got to be like what is it, 20 and like 1 or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how many times they've even played.
We have officially 3 because I know we went to 3 Super Bowls when Belichick was there. So I know we have 3 victories in the AFC Championship. So it's probably like 3-10 in the playoffs.
Belichick versus Steelers record. Let's get into it. But in the meantime, that's basically it. I've been playing a lot of Starfield. I'm loving Starfield right now. I am all the way the fuck in on Starfield. I have not played anything else in the last 2 weeks but Starfield. So the Bethesda Circle of Life. I don't know if I went over this. This is a new one. From the people that brought you the Call of Duty Circle of Life. This is the Bethesda Circle of Life, which is this game looks fucking dumb. Oh no, this game looks great. Okay, it turns out there's a couple of aspects of this game that are incredibly dumb. What were they thinking? Oh, I get it now. 455 hours go by, and then when is the next game coming out? That's the Bethesda Circle of Life. And I messaged a couple of friends of the program, Bethesda employees, and I was like, I'm just letting you know, I was very ready to not like this game and never play it. But holy shit, now I'm like 100 hours in. So literally, it's been like a month, and I'm 100 hours in. So it's got me by the fucking balls right now. So Starfield is great. And for all my fellow colleagues running Intel Arc A770s graphics cards, it works great on it now. Runs great. So I'm playing it upstairs on the Xbox when the wife falls asleep at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I grab the controller, play that, come downstairs, Xbox Play Anywhere. Progress picks up right on the PC. Kind of a beautiful thing. So I'm feeling that. Tiggy, how was your week? I don't need to ask you. I'm going to save you for last because I know that you got a lot for me. Bob, how was your weekend?
I was sick for 2 weeks, so I didn't do jack shit. I have been playing, however. New Tarkov Wipe came out. I decided it was time for me to hate myself again to a level that I haven't experienced since playing Tarkov, the first wipe that I played, or League before that. So I have been fully invested in this Escape from Tarkov wipe. It's not good, the stranglehold that it has over me right now. And I think, if you can't tell, this is my subtle cry for help.
Yeah.
Please.
No, I can.
Send help. But otherwise, Tarkov is in like the best state it's been in all reality. I've only played a handful of wipes, but this is the best it's been. That does not change the fact that the game is still like wildly overrun with cheaters. The general like back end of the game is still really fucking bad because of desync. Hit registration is still all over the place. Desync is really fucking bad. But I have been playing Octopath Traveler on my Steam Deck, and I'm about 20 hours into it. And that is also filling that fucking void for me of like the monotonous RPG grind that I need.
I still haven't played Octopath Traveler. I would love to get into that, but I still have not played it, so I got to get into that.
It's very good. It's kind of unconventional in the sense of like a turn-based RPG because there's really no one main protagonist. There's fucking 8 of them. Mm-hmm. So like story.
Wait, Bob, hold on. Wait. Sorry, I'm sorry. I wouldn't interrupt you if this wasn't important, but I just got an email that Golden Sun and Golden Sun: The Lost Age are coming to Nintendo Switch Online plus the expansion pack next week. So they're going to be on Nintendo Switch next week. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Would be great if I wasn't illegally emulating those, but regardless,
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Keep going.
I mean, first of all, those games need remasters. Just like, I feel like what Nintendo should do, what they did for Super Mario RPG, they should do for every old school Nintendo RPG they've ever released. That's what they should do, including Golden Sun.
I think I've said it since the Mario RPG remaster was announced. I posted a blog on wickedgoodgaming.com. Go check that out. We got ads now. I got fucking bills to pay and diapers to buy. I said it. I was going to be a beta test for all these old RPGs to get remastered, and for a Mario RPG to get a proper sequel.
Hi, Chris. Miss you. I also have your Christmas present.
Christmas.
Your Christmas present. Don't call the police or
You know what
the
else?
FBI, please.
You know what else? So randomly, a long time ago, you bought us a donkey statue, and I've had no less than 4 people who have seen my office remark upon that donkey statue.
You're welcome.
And you were like, oh, it could be worth money someday. You never know. So randomly, I'm looking through all of my trinkets and stuff that I have on my desks, and I'm like, I wonder if anybody has the donkey statue on eBay. I still haven't opened it. There's one on eBay, and it's going for $500. So
Investment. I have an investor's mind.
So I can't wait until my son is 17 and he's, ready to go to college. And I'm going to say, all right, son, it's time for me to sell that's me cracking up with the piggy bank. I'm going to sell the donkey statue. And it's going to give me, $2.5 million. And then I'm going to say, you're going to be a plumber. You're not going to college. And I'm going to pocket
Joke's
the $2
on
million.
you.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. I actually already paid for your son's college tuition with that. So you're welcome.
Imagine. Honest to God, like that is something that would happen to you, because you would like inadvertently end up doing something like that where you could hold it over my head and be like,
oh yeah,
guy, I pay for your kid's tuition. What? I pay for your kid's college tuition. What? Did I not give you $2 million 7 years ago?
Yeah.
But
you like that? You like that nice in-ground pool you have back that you just put in back there?
That is definitely something that would happen in our friendship, where that would, like, Donkey would get, I don't know, he's gonna be elected to Congress or something like that, and then all of a sudden that statue is gonna be
no. He's gonna get some lifetime achievement award.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be.
And all of a sudden he's like, oh, I'm discontinuing the statues. They're still not on his website, so I don't even know if he's.
Yeah, I got the limited edition ones. It's called investments, okay? So when I'm walking into your backyard, I stroll right through your front door, shirtless, with a towel over my shoulder, going to my in-ground pool
Untouched.
that I paid for. I don't want to hear you complain.
Untouched. Never opened. Never touched by human hands. The air has never even touched this statue.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Also, I just realized that... Wait, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. What it says on the bottom of the box.
What? No, what's it say?
Can you see it?
No.
It says in very, very tiny. I just know. This is how little I've even touched this thing, because I admire it from over here. In probably 1 point font on the bottom flap of this, it just says Knack 2. It's so good.
Yeah, so you probably got the limited edition box, the limited edition box, the extra rare one.
Yeah. It says, I'm going to send you a picture of it. It's literally fucking teeny. I'm going to send you a picture zoomed out and then zoomed in, and you can see how tiny it is. It's insane. All right, I'm going to put it back up here.
Piggy, how was your weekend?
Well, I tell you, Bob, my weekend was extraordinary. Solid weekend of basically just league smashing my head into the keyboard, solo queuing.
Yep.
Solo queue and a little bit of duo queue. And as you know, we talked about how I'm, a Silver Surfer, all that. I've also played a tiny bit of Call of Duty recently.
Oh.
And I know, it's disgusting.
Gross.
I've played the past couple days. But I am playing friend of the program, friend in real life, Michael Grove. Shout out Michael Grove, go Dodgers. Ranked is coming out, finally. Allegedly.
Whoa. Wow.
Next week.
Cool.
Allegedly, again, it's not out yet. So they can always put it in the backlog. So it's allegedly coming out, but you have to be level 55 to play. And in my mind, I'm like, well, I'm 20 levels off. This is terrible. I have to, claw my eyes out to play a semi-playable game. And I was like, why would they do that? I'm probably not even going to do that. And a buddy in the office who plays Call of Duty a lot says, actually, they probably did it to stop cheaters from just making new accounts when they get banned. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I guess that makes sense. But then in the back of my mind, I'm like, wait, does this game have an anti-cheat? Why do they need this? Huh? I mean, we talked about it enough. We talked about it enough. But I'm excited to possibly play
Have we?
Call of Duty. Anyways, I'm excited to play Call of Duty.
Good to know. Good to
Yeah,
know.
same. I can't wait. Game's gonna
Same.
it's gonna be in the best state.
Remember when Bob like
Farm.
fucking 2 months ago was like, I'm downloading Warzone, I'm gonna play it. Like
Never
literally
touched-
2 months
never
ago, Bob
touched
was
it.
like, it's a big event in my life. I'm gonna fucking download Warzone
Dude, it's because
and
I was
play it,
so
and I didn't hear
bored
a
with everything
thing
else.
about it. I didn't hear fucking a thing about it after that.
There was nothing else to play at the time, and now Tarkov came out. The new wipe came out, and I'm playing Tarkov. Simple as that.
You know what you could play in just a couple weeks.
I know what you guys could play right now, but please tell me.
Couple weeks, Skull and Bones coming out.
I'm not buying it day one. I'm waiting to see what people say after like 2 weeks.
All right, so that's fair because it has been in development for 38 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it screams like day one 400 gigabyte patch.
Yes.
But the like beta impressions were great.
From who? From you or someone else?
No, like everything I read about the game from like early access beta or like closed beta impressions like on Twitter and everything else were amazing. Everybody was like, wow, this is a lot of fun. There's no hand-to-hand combat, which sucks, but there's amazing like naval combat. And it sounds like
Wait, there's no hand-to-hand combat, but there's belly button combat? That's weird.
it was naval combat. You throw oranges at each other.
Yeah, naval. Belly buttons.
Oh my god. You want to play a little Zoltan's Bob's Guess My Game?
Yeah, actually, before we do that, I do want to just say...
I already played the sound effect.
Okay, well, you're going to play it again, and it's for Coleman, so anyway. Did you guys see any of the early insight into Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League?
Okay, so...
Because it's fucking hilarious.
So wait. Yes. I said we talked about this we were going to talk about it a couple months ago, but you had a bellyache, and so okay, when the plot details leaked, and I watched it, and I posted a blog about this, people were pissed, rightfully so, kinda, but also maybe not because it's in the title, but. Now there's people coming out that are like, oh, the game itself is actually really good. Game Informer did like a fucking 9-hour hands-on with it and said it was a very technically sound game, like classic Rocksteady type deal. So maybe not that bad, but have you heard anything else?
Yes. So another 3-letter company that does early access game shit. They went hands-on and they said the open world aspect is just as bland as you could possibly imagine, and that the missions themselves, outside of actual story missions, are the same you would find in any open world like loot progression type game, where it is just go here, activate a button, kill several waves of enemies, leave, do that. Rinse, repeat.
Oh, so it's Destiny
in one location.
Destiny
Yeah.
2.
That's
runs.
Destiny 2. That's Destiny 2's gameplay loop in a nutshell, which is
that's
kill a bunch of
what
enemies,
people
hit a
say.
button, wait, kill a bunch of enemies,
Kill more enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I just thought that was funny. Another game that I think is like, I think it's going to come out. I think it's going to be a very sound, like in the sense that it is a very playable game. I don't think it's going to be a day one broken buggy mess. I think Rocksteady is pretty good with shit like that. I think like the combat systems, the movement systems are probably going to be really good. I think even the story is probably going to be relatively interesting, but I think everything outside of that. Have you seen any of like the heads up display shit? Because it looks fucking horrendous.
No, it's
And
getting
then I think,
remarketed
like-
though. Did you see that they tweaked the whole marketing campaign around it
I mean, fucking
to refer to it as like a looter shooter instead of a?
Dude, all I know is I think the core of the game is going to be okay, but I think everything on the crust on the outside is going to be a fucking mess.
The crust is like some of the best stuff.
Or just boring.
Yeah,
Even worse. Like bad, worse than bad is fucking boring.
it'll be on Game Pass in like 2 months, and I'll buy it then. Or I'll buy it. I'll download it.
But anyway, You guys want to play a little Zoltan Bob's Guess My Game?
Wait.
Shout out to Coleman.
Yes, we do.
So, for anybody wondering, Zoltan Bob's Guess My Game. I am Zoltan Bob, and up here in my head, I have a game that my two co-hosts have 20 yes or no questions to try to narrow it down to determine what game that I am thinking of. So, how about you two confer with each other while I go get some water? Okay?
Tiggy?
All right. So, Dom, I've been very little help in these aspects.
No, I disagree. But go ahead.
I think we are 2-0. We are officially 2-0.
We are.
Program, but I have been doing some research for questions I can ask to be a little better.
Okay.
So I'm more prepared. I think they might throw softball though. He might try to go a little curveball.
Well, this is
On
Coleman.
the outside part of the plate.
This is Coleman.
It is Coleman. Yeah, but Coleman as well might know, and he might be like, you know what? Maybe it is Call of Duty World of War. Maybe.
Is it the best FPS campaign ever created?
Some
Yes,
say.
then it's a lock.
Keep in mind, this is Coleman's game. Coleman has to send me one more for next week.
Okay,
Because we will also be doing Zoltan Bob's Guess My Game next week in honor of Coleman.
that's good. We should just do a whole separate side podcast, just Sultan Bob's Guess My Game.
Patreon.
Ooh, a bonus Guess My Game every week, and we're naked while we. I mean. Sorry.
No, we're not naked. We just put body paint on.
Yeah. It's
And then we could do it on Twitch.
It's tasteful artistic nudity.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
When I put fucking elephant ears over my dick and I just start swinging it around, it's tasteful artistic nudity.
All right, cut that.
Yeah,
What do
we'll
you mean
that out.
cut that? We're venturing into other fucking areas of the platform
Yeah.
that we're on.
No, we're good.
No.
All right. First question, Tiggy. Why don't you set us off?
Gotcha. Sorry, I froze for a second. I think my internet's going down, but I heard start us off. So I will be batting leadoff.
Oh no.
Ask, does the game have multiplayer?
Oh, no. Multiplayer elements, was that the question? I'm
I believe that was the question.
cutting out a
Tiggy?
little bit, Tiggy.
Teggy, we might have lost him.
I'm here.
He's so
Kind of?
delayed. He's
What
so
is going
delayed.
on?
To answer your question, no, it does not.
Okay.
No, okay. Gotcha, I heard that.
Was this game released after 2005?
Yes.
Okay. Is the game set in a fantasy world?
No.
Okay. Would you describe the game's setting as post-apocalyptic?
Also not necessarily, no. Which I feel like you might give me some shit on later, but I would say probably not, no.
Okay. I mean, I consider you kind of an authority on that type of genre, so I trust you, but
Okay.
prepare for the shit giving. in
That's
case.
fine. Look, I could see an argument from
Okay.
people on this.
Okay.
But I would say no.
All right. Okay.
Is combat like a central gameplay mechanic?
Yes.
Okay.
Was this game for both PC and console?
Yes.
Okay.
Is the game a part of a series, or is it standalone?
You got to word that correctly.
Is the game a part of a series?
Yes. Yes, thank you, Tiggy.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't, I guess it's the other. Yeah. So.
No multiplayer elements. Released after 2005. Not set in a fantasy world. Mechanic. PC and console. All right, we're kind of like. Do you play as a human in this game?
Yes.
Art series. Play as a human. Is there puzzle solving in the game?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh my god, guys, I need a fucking Red Bull.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was the 9th question. This is question 10.
Okay. Here's a good one. So the game is PC and console. Is this game exclusive to a single console or like a single console line and PC?
No.
Okay.
I'm interested in what game you're thinking of for that, though.
I'm thinking, like, for example, this wasn't going to be my guess, but for example, like Horizon Zero Dawn is exclusive to PlayStation and PC, but so now we know that this is, broadly speaking, could be very multi-platform.
Yeah.
Because that eliminates a lot of games.
Okay. So this is a question of the game, not a question for the game. You know what I mean?
Sure.
This is a question for Zoltan's. It's like we already know it's a series. We have to get we can't guess the series, right?
I'm gonna say for this one, no, because this was Coleman's specific game that he requested.
All right.
And if I have to give you guys more questions, potentially I'll do so, but we'll see. We'll see when we get there, when we get closer to the end.
Has the game been influential in pop culture?
That I feel like that's very subjective. I can't answer that.
Okay. What about can you customize? I get the question back, right? If you can't answer it.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you customize your character in the game?
Yes.
Okay.
To a certain extent, yes.
Okay. I'm going to go on a limb here. Has there been a movie adaptation to this game?
This one specifically, no.
So therefore, in the series, yes. Okay.
Are you asking that question? Because that's two questions. If you are, Tiggy.
No, I mean I'm just concurring with my.
I think I know.
teammate.
Yeah. Okay. Keep going.
Okay. So, no movie for this installment. Okay.
I give you a little more information than necessary, but
That's okay. No, I know. I think I know what. I think I'm. The wheels are turning here.
Okay. All right.
Tiggy, you want to, Bob, take your headphones out?
you gotta wave me back on when you're ready.
Ask him if it's a Ubisoft game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you know it.
I think I know
You
it.
think you got it?
I think if not, this is gonna blow it wide open. But I think
Okay.
you ask him that.
Okay. Is it Ubisoft or Ubisoft?
Whatever, don't matter.
Okay. All right. All right. We are at question 13. Bob, is the game a Ubisoft game?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. That's not the answer I was looking for. Okay. Interesting. Because we were lining up as Assassin's Creed. I thought it was going to be Assassin's Creed, but it's not a Ubisoft game, so everything was going to be fucking perfect for that. Okay. Is this game predominantly played from the third-person perspective?
Yes.
Okay. How to look up. Okay. Do you play as a female character?
At times.
We're at question 16 here.
Um. Hmm. Tough. Tough. Is this is this game is this based on a is this game or series typically rated mature?
Yes. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. What is it? Is it the ESRB rating? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
God.
so we're at 17.
Could this be a Tomb Raider game? Or a Mortal Kombat game, maybe?
So I was,
I'm thinking about games that have had movies based on the franchise. Tomb Raider and Mortal Kombat have had multiple movies.
yes.
Not
I was
always
thinking-
rated mature. Questionable. I mean, Mortal Kombat is more of a no-brainer that it's rated mature. Tomb Raider, I feel like you've played as a male. You play as a male character in like little teeny tiny areas.
Switch that. Swap that.
Yeah.
Swap
I asked for female, and he said sometimes you do. So, from what I'm taking, that you primarily play as a male character, and then you get some cuts of female characters you play as.
Correct.
So
Could be
that's
Resident
why
Evil.
I was thinking Tomb Raider because of that, but then when I asked that, it kind of threw it out. I was thinking, I don't think we said
Tekken.
for question 12. Did we ask about movie or did we ask about like TV or movie?
I
It was like-
asked, like, is this game based on like, is there a movie based on this game? And Bob's answer
Okay.
basically was that there's no movie for this installment.
Okay. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. 'Cause I was thinking maybe like I've never played the game, but like The Witcher, but that's a show, not a movie. So that's why I was like, So it's.
I mean, here, I'll give you this for free. There was a show as well. Had nothing to do with this though.
Okay.
Again, has nothing to do with this installment.
Okay. Well, I think
I'll give you that one for free.
should I take that as one of my questions then? Since we got some info, deduct a question.
What do you mean?
Like I'll minus one of our questions.
No, I gave you an answer for free.
So now we're in Bob's debt. See, that's why I don't.
That's not how it works. No, I'm just giving you this information for free because I think you guys are close enough to get it, but you are struggling a bit. So I'm trying to give you a little bit to work with.
Single player game puzzles. There are.
Is this game side scrolling?
No.
Okay. 17. Side scrolling. It's rated mature. Third person. You play it a female at times.
How about this? If you can get to the franchise in 20, I'll give you 5 extra to figure out which game it is in the franchise.
Okay. I'll take that. I need some freaking help.
But if you can't get the franchise, you're not getting the extra 5.
And just to
It's not like
clarify,
this.
this is
So hold on. At 20, you have to figure out the franchise. If you get the franchise, you get +5 to figure out the game in the franchise.
Okay. I like that.
Seems fair.
We got 3 questions left, Dom, to do this. We got 3 questions. Are you still thinking possible Mortal Kombat?
No, because Bob had to think about it when it came to M-rated, and like Mortal Kombat's the reason why the M rating exists. So if there was ever any doubt, then it's not Mortal Kombat.
There were a couple. To be fair, there were a couple of
Shaolin monks.
games. Couple of Mortal Kombat games.
I mean, you could ask if it's a fighting game. Also asked if it's side-scrolling.
Yeah.
Side-scrolling could also be considered a fighting game because Mortal Kombat's 2D only.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask. Is like we already have it combat mechanic. We already have a combat mechanic. So this is like another add-on question to combat mechanic. It's gonna count as a question, obviously.
Yeah.
So the primary
Also, Mortal
combat
Kombat
mechanic,
Mortal Kombat's multiplayer, and this is not a multiplayer game.
So in terms of the combat mechanic, is like your primary combat shooting weapons.
Yes.
Wait.
You get 2 more questions
Wait.
to get to the franchise.
Wait. Oh my. Wait.
Do you want me to take them off?
No. There's no movie. Fuck. I thought I had it. But I'm close. So I was thinking The Last of Us, possibly. But
Yeah, I was
there's
thinking the
no-
same thing, but it's
But there's
that's
no-
post-apocalyptic,
Yeah, you're right.
right?
Yeah.
Or is that
Yeah.
debatably post-apocalyptic where it's not?
I
say-
would. Okay.
Yeah.
Here is where I can draw a line. The Last of Us is post-apocalyptic, 100%,
All right,
in my opinion.
so it's not The Last of Us.
But you are gonna. I'm telling you, someone's gonna argue this with me. But the game I am thinking of, I would not consider post-apocalyptic.
Okay. No, I don't know.
Hey, Adrian.
What about? No, I was thinking like Borderlands, but doesn't that have like a
There's
show or a
multiplayer.
movie or something? And multiplayer. Yeah, you're right. I haven't played that game in forever. Video game. Single player.
2 more questions, by the way,
We got two
and then you
more.
have to guess the franchise.
Oh wait, it's
Yeah.
you and then it's me. You said primary combat is gun, so it's me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Um. Is this a Capcom game?
Yes.
Am I allowed to Google Capcom games?
Do whatever you want to do.
Even if you can't, there's no way I can enforce this. So go ahead.
Okay.
You have 1 more question, then you have to guess the franchise.
Post 2005 too.
So Tiggy, make it a good question, pal.
Yeah, I mean, can I give my question to Dom?
Sure. Sure.
I mean, Dom, if you have a question you're thinking that can narrow it down. I know they don't make Call of Duty, so I'm probably.
They sure don't. But if they did, it would probably be a lot better.
Maybe. Maybe.
Okay.
All right. Trying to think of how to phrase this to really narrow it down.
Like I said, you have one question, then one opportunity to get the franchise. If you get the franchise, I give you 5 more questions to get the game in the franchise.
All right. Okay. Does this game All right. Does this series involve a reboot? Does it have a reboot?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Is the series Devil May Cry?
No.
Wow.
No.
Wow. All right. Well, that's 20. That's an L. So what is it? What is it?
It's not okay. So this is going to be tough to explain. It's Resident Evil.
What?
Resident Evil 7.
What?
Resident Evil Biohazard was supposed to be the reboot of the franchise. It was supposed to be the reboot into first-person Resident Evil survival horror.
Resident Evil's not a post-apocalyptic game?
No. Let me give you this argument, okay? I've had this. Listen, Resident Evil is not a post-apocalyptic game because in Resident Evil 0, the progenitor virus was contained after is a survival horror game developed by the public. Player tells either Withers as he searches for the long missing wife in a derelict planet. What?
Infected family. I think infected family is the key. What is the family infected?
So to be fair, it is Resident Evil 4 remake. That was the game that Coleman mentioned. So, Resident Evil 7 was the reboot of the franchise into a first-person shooter. First-person survival horror. 2, it is not a post-apocalyptic scenario because following the progenitor virus, following the T virus, following the outbreak at Raccoon City, everything was still maintained enough that a societal form was still widely available throughout the entirety of the United States and the world. In a post-apocalyptic game such as The Last of Us, that does not exist. I told you you're not gonna like the argument, but you have to. When you're playing Resident Evil, okay, we'll say Resident Evil 3, that leaves off where Resident Evil 2 ended. You're still in Raccoon City. You get to this game, Resident Evil 4, where you're in Spain. Spain is not experiencing the outbreak that was in Raccoon City. It's experiencing Las Plagas. It's not a post-apocalyptic world because it's not. You're thinking of the movies, Dom, like Resident Evil Apocalypse. It's not the same.
That's tough. That's a tough blow.
Tough but fair.
I look, if you disagree, I will happily listen. All I'm saying is if you disagree with my take on it not being a post-apocalyptic game, I will happily hear your side of the argument.
No, I didn't say anything. I just said tough but fair. It's tough but fair. So
that's why I told you. I said you're not going to like it. You're not going to like the answer.
I didn't say. No, it's way more reasonable than Cameo Elements of Power being a role-playing game.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
It's way more reasonable. I'm just saying it's way more reasonable. Hey, you're right. It's not necessarily an apocalypse. If anything, it's about kind of preventing the apocalypse.
Exactly.
So yeah.
When you look at the movie franchise and the actual video game franchise parallel to one another, the movie franchise fully embraces the apocalypse nature of it. Like the full-blown apocalypse and then everything that happens afterwards.
Yeah.
The video game aspect of it is like
Yeah.
There was a massive outbreak.
Yeah.
If we didn't stop the
The
outbreak,
situation
it would be an
you are
apocalypse.
in is completely fucked, but you are trying to prevent the rest of the world from doing the same thing.
And as long as there are governments to follow after in every single game, I don't think you can categorize that as
I agree.
post-apocalyptic.
No, I'm right there with you. Okay, I understand. Tough but fair. Fuck you, Coleman. Your number's blocked. Your number is officially blocked. Don't leave us a voicemail.
This was Resident Evil 4 remake, and I was gonna get so. It was gonna be so much worse too if you asked if this was a zombie game, and I had to say no. Because it's not technically a zombie game. It's they're parasites.
I mean,
If I had said if it's a zombie franchise,
Okay, then yes,
different conversation. But
predominantly a zombie
right.
franchise.
I'm gonna splash some water on my face. I'm gonna take a piss. I'm gonna let you guys talk about something else. I'm gonna let the engines cool down a little bit. I get it.
Listen,
Like I
you
said,
guys
no,
were-
tough but fair.
You guys were close.
Nope, I'm right there with you. It's not. I would have probably, if in your position, I would have made the same judgment call. I'm gonna just
Listen, you get it next week. You guys bring it back next week.
That's right.
And Nerd said he should be coming on next week too, so you guys are gonna have some backup. Okay.
There you go. All right, I'm just saying. I just gotta pee, and you talk about the Valorant thing that you were going to talk about.
Oh.
I'll be back.
there we go. Let's talk Riot.
So I saw, man, he is upset.
He honestly,
He's
I
upset.
think I contributed the most I've ever contributed. Honestly.
I think you had a couple of really good
I
questions.
thought we had a couple. I had never played Resident Evil. I think that was the downfall. But
There are like real good. There's like good formulas to navigate these types of games. You know what I mean? And if it's like a console specific game, it's good to narrow down the console immediately. If it's a franchise game, I think the best that you could do is narrow down the franchise first. You know, but for Valorant. I saw a TikTok that I sent you guys earlier today about people complaining about the new gun that was just introduced into Valorant. And I believe it's called the Outlaw. And it is a 2-shot sniper shotgun kind of it can 2-shot somebody, or if you hit the headshot at 1 shots. And it has a fast rate of fire. But here's the kicker. But in the TikTok, they're showing that they aim at one spot, and no matter how fast they shoot, it always shoots in the same spot. Do you know what that means, Tiggy? Because I can assure you the Valorant players don't know what it means.
well, some might call it a broken gun, maybe mechanic. There's usually gun kick, as well as I know there's certain spray patterns with guns.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
is it not working as intended?
No, it's working as intended. It's called hit scan. Okay? The term is called hit scan. So where you're aiming when you press the button, that's where the bullet goes. You know how like an op works in games like that? When you press a button, if you're not moving, if your sight's aligned, it goes right there down the middle. It's called hit scan. Okay? I don't understand how these 13-year-olds are completely not understanding the concept of it. It's you click, that's where the bullet goes, that's where the damage is delivered. When it comes to rifles in the game, they are also, again, hit scan. Okay, it's called hit scan. Where you shoot, where you click is where the bullet goes. And then a spray pattern can be introduced. Then variables can be introduced. But the first shot, it's called hit scan. There's no bullet travel.
Yeah.
You know, you're not calculating the fucking distance between you and somebody else. You don't need to lead a bullet in the game.
Yeah.
Because it's called hit scan. Okay, Valorant players, and I hope you learned something today.
So nothing wrong with the clip. It's hit scan and a broken gun, meaning it's just very fucking good.
Yeah, it's probably just overtuned. Like, that's what it is. It's a brand new gun. They want people buying it. They want people using it. Obviously, there's going to be 1,000 fucking skins for it, so they want people buying skins for it.
There you go.
Deal with it, okay? Hit scan has been a thing for 40 fucking years in FPS games. Sorry, Dom, I just spent 10 minutes explaining what hit scan is to 13-year-old Valorant players.
What's hit scan?
It's oh man.
Don't explain it like I'm 13. Explain it like I'm 5.
Yep.
I've heard
Where
the
you-
term, so I just
Where you click, wherever your reticle is aiming,
yep.
where you click when you click it, that's where the bullet is.
Yep.
That's where the damage goes.
Okay, that's easy.
So if you're in Quake terms, a railgun is hit scan. The needler, or not the needle, the nail gun is not hit scan.
Because it's random, right?
Well, it's not random, but you have to lead the bullets because there's a
This-
designated travel time.
Mm.
When it comes to the railgun, it's click damage. That's it.
So it's kind of like the sniper in Halo because it's more like
Yes.
click damage.
Yes.
It's not like you got to lead it like a BR. You have to kind of like lead the shots.
Well, the BRs, I believe, are also hit. I think every gun in that game is also hit scan. I'm almost positive they're also all hit scan because the difference between hit scan and non-hit scan is there is no travel time between the bullets.
Right. It's the
It's
click
just
damage.
click done.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like you're clicking on somebody's head, and that's
Yes.
how Valorant is.
That's how the new gun in Valorant is. That's how every gun in Valorant is.
Yeah.
If I'm being realistic, there's no bullet travel in the game.
Is there that in Counter Strike?
Yeah. Yes. It's just everything is hit scan. There is no difference between it.
No. I
It's
mean,
just-
is there like travel time in Counter Strike? Is it different in that
No.
regard, or is it click on head?
No, it's click on head. That's all it is.
Oh,
Or if it's hit scan, you click on head, and then if you try to spray, that's when the variables come into play. What is the spray pattern? Where is the gun going? Shit like that. Is the character moving? It's
right. No, I feel you. Okay.
I don't understand it. That's all I'm saying.
You don't understand
Like
why
if
people
you're
are upset?
I don't understand why people are saying the gun is broken and was released not as intended. That's how it was intended to be. Hit scan.
And the gun from the clip that you showed me, that gun's fucking awesome. I would love that gun. Because it's somebody's, you're peeking, I'm just going to click on the corner. I'm going to click on it 300 times and wait until your head comes out.
Well,
Boom.
that's why you can only hit it twice. You get 2 bullets.
Oh, okay, that's the difference. Because the clip that you showed me was a guy shooting like 900 times.
Well, yeah, he was over exemplifying the hit scan nature of it because he did not understand it because he's likely 13.
It makes sense. I mean,
I
That's
don't
good to
know.
know.
Video games, man. People just
video game.
don't. They don't get it.
Bob, do you have any?
Okay, for example, in a game like Warzone,
Mhm.
right? We'll say Warzone. Tiggy, you know what this game is? It's a part of Call of Duty, right?
Oh yeah.
Warzone. When you shoot a sniper bullet in Warzone, it's not hit scan. There is bullet travel to it. So the further away somebody is, you might actually have to lead that if they're running in a direction. Not hit scan.
Not hit scan.
Not hit scan.
NHS. Not hit scan.
NHS, not hit scan.
Not hit scan.
What's up, LD? You had
Valorant.
just enough.
It's-
You got here just enough time to. You got just enough time to listen to us. Listen to voicemails.
Perfect.
Need advice?
617-610-7. Wait.
Oh, you don't even remember it.
Nope.
Wow, you were giving me shit last
No,
week.
no,
You don't even
no,
remember.
no, no. It wasn't last week. It was 3 months ago. 617-701-7678. The WGG Internet Dad Sauce line. We're here live, direct. We're going to listen to your voicemails live on the show, but there's no voicemails because Coleman is boycotting us.
Coleman's sick. He can have the week off. He's sick.
That's true. That's true. We hope you feel better. It was probably a long holiday season for Coleman, so he deserves all of the. I'm gonna start leaving Coleman voicemails. I'm gonna call his phone, and I'm gonna leave him fucking like 20 voicemails. I'm gonna leave him a voicemail every week, and just be like, "Hey Coleman, it's me, Dom. Just want to see like how it was going this week. Hey, who's your favorite like customer that you interacted with this week? All right, let me know. Love you guys. Bye."
Hi.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call Coleman back. But if he answers, I'm gonna be like, wait, no, don't answer. I don't want to talk to you.
You have
I
to
just-
leave a voicemail.
Yeah. I gotta leave a voicemail. Just keep it going. Me and Coleman are only gonna exchange via voicemails. But even though actually last week or the week before he left a voicemail, and I just texted him and I said, You're not gonna believe this. And he just goes, oh no. He was like, is Bob okay? Raw chicken? Question mark.
What?
I was like,
What
no.
the heck?
I was like, no idea. His voice is shot, and he goes, that's unfortunate. So he's boycotting us.
Dude, to be fair, I was wavering between like a sultry, like male phone sex operator who smoked cigarettes every day,
Oh my god, you didn't want to come on?
and prepubescent myself.
Hell yeah.
Myself at 10 years old, in puberty, while my voice was still cracking. That's what I sounded like.
Hell yeah. Let's land the train. Tiggy, you're the highest queued. You're the highest and ranked in League of Legends, so we'll go in descending order. You go ahead.
Sounds good. And hey, just wanted to mention real quick that this weekend the Call of Duty League is back, so therefore we have some picks for tomorrow, Friday's games. All right, we're starting out Atlanta FaZe Map 1 against the LAG Gorillas. LAG Gorillas have only won one Map 1 hardpoint, and FaZe haven't lost any this year. So we're going to slam them. Toronto Ultra, Map 1 against Seattle Surge. Seattle Surge, 0 Map 1 wins. Toronto Ultra haven't lost one. So we're going to take that again. And then New York Subliners, Map 2, Search and Destroy against the Minnesota Rocker. Minnesota Rocker have won a total of 1 Search and Destroy all year. And it's simple as that. 3-leg parlay, only 164. A lot of favorites, but that's all we got. Free money, take your money. We're up on the year. Yeah.
Love that. The full picks, I'm sure, will be in blog form very soon. I'm sure we'll have a couple of long shots, maybe a couple of locks. Can't wait to see it and you got it straight from the horse's mouth, straight from the Silver Surfer himself. Bob, what do you got?
Shout out to Coleman. I apologize for delaying Celton Bob's Guess My Game by a month. Forgot the first week and then was sick for fucking 2 weeks afterwards. So sorry. But also DM me what the second game is for next week because we're doing it again next week just for you.
Yep.
Also, listen, I've said this before on the podcast. I'm going to say it again. I'll keep saying it. If anybody wants to argue with me about anything at any given time, I'm always game. So if anybody wants to argue with me that Resident Evil is in fact a post-apocalyptic franchise, the game franchise is post-apocalyptic, not the movies. That's definitely post-apocalyptic. If you want to argue with me about that, come find me.
Shout out to everybody that was in the chat. Shout out to all the resubs. Really appreciate all of you. Big shout out to everybody that has been engaging with things in the blog and in the podcast. We just appreciate you endlessly. Shout out to Bill Belichick. Thank you for all of the happiness that you have delivered to my life and the misery that you have single-handedly administered in Teggy's life. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you a lot. It's been a long day without you, my friend.
We need this though.
And I'll tell you all about it when I see you.
The Patriots need this.
Yeah,
You'll see him next year. You'll see him next year on the Dallas Cowboys, so it's not a big deal.
I would.
Oh boy, is he really going to bring that franchise back around to winning ways?
All right. Well, that has been episode 371 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. We love you so much. And we'll see you next week.